I love case studies. I love bringing real-world examples into engineering, and that's something that is very typical of engineering. We like to use real-world examples. We like to solve real problems. I think when we're talking about ethics and social implications of our work, we don't often bring in the case studies. We kind of just do broad brushes of, we have to think about the social impact. But students don't know what that means or what that looks like. So bringing in examples from industry where people have made mistakes, where we haven't thought about all the things we should think about before we've implemented a product design, helps students to recognize that not only do we make mistakes as engineers, and we need to pay attention to that as we move through, but also to question the status quo and to question the way that we've always done things. And in addition to that, even is just, we need varied perspectives. We need to hear from all the people that this will potentially impact. And case studies really help to drive that home. So a case study that involves bias in design. So looking at how the initial design of seatbelts was designed based on a man's body and how that led to increased deaths for women, or especially for pregnant women. And we've done better with that now. We have crash test dummies that are women and pregnant women. So we're rectifying that, but it took a really long time. And it took someone admitting that we didn't do it right the first time, which is pretty challenging in industry, to actually say, oops, see, we did this wrong, and we need to go back to the drawing board and do it again. And what I want my students to recognize is that the earlier you do that in the design process, the better your end product is going to be, and the more likely that you're going to have a successful product that costs less in the long run and is more successful because it meets the most needs of all people. And we think about all of that at the beginning. I think that ties to the importance of diversity in engineering. Engineering is a field that is predominantly cis white men, and I personally believe that the world would look and function very differently if that had not been the case all through history. And we have an opportunity now to change that and to welcome people into engineering that don't fit that profile, to increase diversity in engineering. And I think as we do that, we will see better products. We will see improvements in innovation. We will see people think about different things and consider different things. And I think that's really important to the future of both engineering and design.